What is all of that? Well, right now it's a pile of Lego bricks. But in relatively short order, it will be this. Hello friends, Christian here with Brick Life Crisis, and today we're taking a look at the Lego City set number 60157. This is the Jungle Starter Set, and this was purchased through a Bricklink order. Did not have the box, but all of the bags were sealed and everything was new. It just didn't have a box. So got a decent price on it, so I figured, what the heck? Let's go ahead and put it together. Alright, here we have it. We've got 3 different minifigures, which we'll take a look at in just a moment. There's a kind of a swamp tree with some special features that we'll look at as well. We've got a boat and an alligator or crocodile. I'm not sure which this is. Maybe if you know, you can tell me in the comments. This is actually the first of these that I've ever gotten, so this is kind of fun. It's articulated at the mouth and at the tail. The mouth just clicks into place, and the tail is held in place with a blue Technic pin that allows it to swivel. He's got printed eyes. The rest of him is this kind of dark green, but he looks pretty scary. Nice big sharp teeth, pretty menacing. Alright, let's take a look at the boat here. The boat I really like, actually. It's pretty well done. This front insignia, that's a print, which is kind of nice. There's just enough room for one figure to sit in the little cockpit. He's got these control handlebar things here. And then he's got 2 outboard fan motors. And then in the back here is this little crate that has some supplies in it. Once you take that out, you could sort of fit a figure in there, but it's a little tough to see with the lighting right now. But what you have in there is just a jumper plate, so the figure won't actually sit in there very well, but technically he would fit, I suppose. The one thing about the boat that I'm not a big fan of is just right there at the front on either side. It looks like they forgot a piece. They didn't. I mean, this is exactly how the directions say to assemble it, but it looks like there should be another piece in there. The reason it's not is it's an angled piece, so it comes at the angle right there, so you couldn't really put anything in there, but it just looks a little funny to me. But other than that, I think it's a pretty good little thing. It sits pretty low on the water, which is accurate for this type of boat. These pretty much sit right on top of the water and just use these fans to propel themselves by air. The engines don't sit into the water, the motors, I mean. But anyway, this is kind of a fun little build. The little supply case has a camera and machete, so they can hack their way through the brush with machete, and once they see something worthwhile, they can document it with the camera. Then we'll move on to the tree. The tree is interesting. They've given us a couple of different foliage pieces to assemble this, from these hanging vines to the big, almost palm fronds, to these smaller fern type pieces. Living in the tree, we have a little gold or yellow frog and a green snake. The tree is all brick built, but it has a secret, and that is that there's a little door here, and if you open that up, you reveal some gold. There are 3 pieces of gold hidden down there. My set actually came with a 4th piece, and it also came with a second machete. But officially, there are 3 pieces of gold hidden in the tree that, I don't know, if our explorers look hard enough, maybe they will find it. There are 3 minifigures included with this set. There are 2 figures that are, looks like, geared up for exploration, and one that is wearing more of a lab coat, and looks like he might not be as anxious to dig and get into the brush. But let's take a look at each of these individually. Alright, here's our lab coat guy. As you can see, he's got glasses on. He's got kind of a fun little smile. He has a couple of vials of something in his pocket, and it looks like there's also a handset for a radio there. He's holding a magnifying glass, which does actually work to a certain degree, as you can kind of see there. He's got just some blue pants on and a little bit of print on the back. As you can see, there's a wire from that handset reaching back to the body of the radio. He's got black hair. And it's just a pretty basic hairpiece, but he also has an alternative face. So he looks kind of nervous here. And I think we've got just a bit of a misprint there. I think he's supposed to have a mustache, but I don't know. Maybe he has a bloody nose. I'm not sure what's going on there. It's a little bit tough for me to see. But anyway, that's our lab tech. The first of our two explorers is this guy. He's carrying a machete and wearing a ball cap. He has some rope and a carabiner over on the left side, his right side, and some pockets, and looks like a handset for a radio on the other shoulder. On the back, you can see the rest of that radio and the wire going down to it, along with the rest of that rope. It looks like he's pretty well prepared, and he's got a sly little look on his face. No alternative face, of course, for this one. But not a bad figure. Our next explorer is the female, and she has a similar print, although it's not exactly the same. She's carrying a grabber, or maybe one of those snake handling devices. Got a nice smile on her face. No alternative face for her, of course. She's got a canteen on the back of her print, along with a radio. And then on the front, she has the handset for the radio up there, along with some other gear. So I imagine this is what her accessory is for, to keep the dangerous animals back and away from them, so that they keep the animal safe as well as themselves. And there we have it, set number 60157 from LEGO City. This has been Christian with Brick Life Crisis. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And as I've said before, if you happen to have your own LEGO channel, go ahead and leave the name of it in the comments and we'll come check it out. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.